Hot 97, a new movement. DJ Drewski, I'm here. Brick City Zone. Rolling Stone P is in the building.
Yeah.
My guy, you look very cozy today.
You heard?
It feels like that looks like a nice winter blanket you have
I'm
on.
celebrating, man. This is excitement. I had to be on my Prince of Jersey, Princess of Moon, the Prince of everything.
Not too many
today,
could pull that off, though. I want to make that clear. Not too many artists could wear a blanket with no shirt underneath.
Different.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Rolling Stone P.
And this is just like my cape, man.
It's not really a blanket though.
Right,
it's like a sweatshirt.
Right. It's that stone fit, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Not too many people could do it.
We're gonna have you rocking that.
But don't get scared.
Don't get scared.
That's the name of the new project that's out now. From the start to the end, it's just a vibe. And it embraces what Jersey is and what everyone is doing now.
Right.
And how do you go ahead? Because I really want to get to how do you feel about everyone doing Jersey Club records?
I think that was my mission. One of my missions within making this project was that I had to put in a perspective what we've been doing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this isn't new for our home. You get what I mean? And I feel my style, what I created years ago, is sort of what's the forefront of the sound today. Because club always existed.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right.
I just think that the way I started it was a unique way. My approach was different than what I've heard. It was more of a song format. It was different because originally it was producers or DJs making club music.
Right.
It wasn't artists over that style of beat. It was really like house. So when I did it, that was my approach. It was like, I want to fuse these sounds and try something different. Because when my first record dropped, Body Talk, it was, I heard people say like, yo, is this a DJ mix? Is this a real record? I was always getting that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So throughout the years, for me to see it evolve, and I've been saying it to you, I've been saying it to everybody. Like, yo, it's going to take some time, but mainstream artists, big artists, have whatever you want to call it, is going to grab this underground sound and commercialize it because it's sort of a canvas that doesn't have many people on it. And for me, with this project, I wanted to paint a picture that didn't only have it where it was just dance. Because when you hear it, that's what I'm getting. The feedback is like, yo, I never thought I'd be listening to club music and not know I'm listening to club music. Like I'm getting lost within it.
Right.
So that was one of my missions within this while I was putting it together.
When you hear the Baby and Uzi and Ice Spice do these records and use Jersey Club, because some artists I speak to, they get upset. Like, yo, they're not giving credit where credit is due. Is that the same type of energy you have, or are you excited to
I'm
see
excited because, honestly, the sound, right? Sound is no one's. It's just something that is creativity, right? But, yeah, you can't not mention us when those songs play. You can't not play a Jersey origin record without that. So that evolution of the sound is beautiful. That's what everything is supposed to do. At one point, only a region did this, and then now it's everybody. You get what I mean? That's with sound in general. There's no style of music that hasn't evolved. And for me, that's what our sound and our style, what we should be proud of as our home. People should understand there's mad talent in our home. It's always been.
Right.
But now with this sound that we know is ours, we got #1 songs out here with it. You get what I mean? And yeah, it ain't maybe a Jersey artist, but that's ours.
Our sound.
Right.
So take advantage.
Right,
that's what I say. I'm like, yo, it opens doors for the Jersey artists.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the Baby's not from Jersey, but it just opens doors for people and opens ears, right? Because for a while, even like, if I went out of town and I played, they're like, oh, what is that? Like the sound, they couldn't digest. Now I feel like because it took bigger artists to do it, it's easier for people to digest the sound.
Right.
So now if you are a Jersey artist that do Jersey Club records, take advantage of the time.
Right.
Put the records out.
It's exciting because it gives opportunity to something we've been doing, been owned.
Right.
And now we can expose it in more layers. And that's what I wanted to do with Don't Get Scared. I wanted to make sure that I added layers. I was able to pull records that I've had in the bag for years. You get what I mean?
Right.
And bring them to the front. And then records I did brand new. I was able to put this project together with that in mind. Like, I want to add to what we've created and then other artists sort of ran with. Now I want to add to that.
Right. Speaking of records you had in the bag for years, DJ Academics posted like a snippet of you in the studio with the music playing.
Right.
a feature from Pusha T.
Yeah.
Pusha comments. Let's talk about the comment.
Right.
Because that's what got everybody like, oh, shit. Pusha comments on Academics Post and said this was a verse from like 2011.
2012.
2011, 2012.
Right.
Was it a verse from 2012?
Absolutely was. At that point was when I first started heating up with Club. I was a kid. That's when I dropped Body Talk.
Right.
So we did a record together. I never put it out. It was cleared, paperwork, everything officially to drop it.
The verse was
everything.
Okay.
It was on a beat I made. You get what I mean? So
it
wasn't like this is another beat or whatever's the case. It was the beat. So what happened was I was unable to push it correctly, so I didn't want to expose it. There's nothing out there of the song. It was never on any DSPs. It was never on.
The song never went out.
Never went out. So now as I'm making this project, I'm saying, man, I'm pulling from everything. I'm pulling up old hard drives or whatever. So the record came about, but I changed it. Like I completely changed it, and I sent it to his team that I still have a relationship with through people I know. They was like, oh, this isn't the original. We're okay with the original because that's what he did, but this is a totally different record. So in my mind, I said, fine. So I put out the original. It wasn't
the beat he did the verse to in 2012.
Right. I just put the original. It's new to the world. People were hitting me saying, yo, that's incredible. It's new.
Right, because when I heard it, I didn't even realize it was a verse from 2012.
You're not going to know that.
You don't realize
no one's going to know it's from what. It's a record that's unreleased.
Right.
So for me, when he commented that, it added a perspective that sort of paints it a little wrong because him saying unofficial gives the impression that that verse isn't real and we didn't make that record together.
Right, because there's instances, right, where an engineer might be sitting on a verse that someone did in the studio.
Right.
Then they give it to their man who's an artist,
right.
and the artist
Anything.
puts it out. You know, we see that all the time. Like, yo, I never gave that artist my verse.
Right.
He just got it out the system from a studio. This is not the case.
Of course not. And
Right.
he knows that. And I think, again, I think it could be a misunderstanding. It could be where he thinks that was the record that I sent them to see if they would clear that revised
with
version.
the new beat.
Right. When I sent them the new, that wasn't that. So that's why I replied and said that. But again, in this business, integrity means a lot. And how you're viewed to the public means a lot. He's a well-known artist.
Right.
So him stating that in that kind of way can be perceived like, because that's all I've been getting nonstop. Like, yo, is it good? What's going on? Is there a problem?
Right.
You know, and I'm like, I don't have no problem. That record's official, cleared. I did the beat. You get what I'm saying? I just never put it out. Now, if he made the comment and say, yo, I did that years ago, I couldn't say nothing. I wouldn't feel nothing because he did.
That's the truth. Yeah.
Right. But unofficial makes it sound like I did some cat burglar verse stuff. Like
that's
AI or some, you know what I mean? Where that's not the case. It's official. And again, what I've been through in my life and my experience of all my struggles and just experience, that's not what I represent.
Right,
I represent
right.
forward progression, moving. Right now, our sound is being received.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For the time, it's a perfect record.
Right.
For both what you do and for Pusha. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what. Because I heard, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have guessed it was an old verse, and two is perfect timing.
Right.
Have you spoke to him since the comment?
No, well, I reached out and I hit him on DM again, and it was crazy because when I hit him on DM, I seen DMs from months ago saying, "Yo, I want to pull the record out, and that's when we reached out, and again, it was all good. And what was spoken was the original's fine, not no revised version. So that's why I ran with that. But again, when you make that statement in that manner to the public, it can be received a certain way. So again, don't get scared. It's out now.
The Pusha verse is staying.
It's staying. You get what I mean? Because again, it's official.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to compensate anything where it's what it is.
Shout out to Pusha. Hopefully he could listen again and realize that's the one he did it to, right? And if he's listening right now, I think we should just play the record.
Right.
Now, drop your social media, everything, when they could go run up. Because the Pusha record is dope. But I got a couple of my other favorites on there that I think people should listen to. So how can they tap into the whole project?
Hey, tap into me at Rolling Stone P on all your social platforms, Instagram, TikTok. It's Rolling Stone P. You can follow me on any musical platform at the same thing, Rolling Stone P. You can check me out whether I'm out here or at my restaurant, Urban Burger. We having a ball. So it's just, we having a ball.
Yeah,
and we celebrating 10 years.
10 years at Urban Burger.
10
That
years
went
at
by
Urban Burger
fast.
and Cranford, bro.
Shout out to June.
Right, you heard? So I'm excited about everything. And again, this is a beautiful time for Jersey. And we are, it's much more coming behind this.